and development of preparatory and evacuation plans for affected communities. We expect that by now, local government areas should liaise with the National Emergency Management Agency, and of course, the state SEMA, which is the Minister of Special Duties, to identify high grounds. Identification of high grounds will enable early action in the event of the flood, and to put in measures that will enable timely evacuation of those communities that will be impacted by the flood. If there is anywhere that houses have been built on floodplains, we can put them down. If there is anywhere that the natural water courses have been blocked, they can be opened up. Remodel the city to ensure that in the time of heavy rainfall, we will not suffer from flooding.
National Emergency Management Agency. I'm representing the Director General of NEMA, Mrs. Subaida Omar.
So what do you want the public to know about today's event?
Today's event is that we have come to Rivers State to inform them of the 2024 flood prediction by Nigeria Hydrological Services Agency, called NISA. NISA has predicted that some local government areas in Rivers State will fall under high probable and moderate probable flood risk areas. So that is the purpose of our visit to Rivers State, to inform them, educate them on what actions they should take, especially early actions and the need for communities in Rivers State to comply with these early warning alerts. We have listed the local government areas in the address, that about 13 local government areas are in Rivers State likely predicted under high probable flood risk areas and low flood risk areas.
So what extent of collaboration do you have with the state government to curb this menace?
The collaboration is cordial, and by that cordiality that they have made these facilities available for these interactions to be successfully carried out for the sake of the distressed in Rivers State.
So how ready is NEMA?
NEMA is ready. This is an indication of our readiness, and we have been ready before we arrived in Port Harcourt or before we did these measures, because we have talked in Abuja. We met with our stakeholders, designed these strategies, take stocks of what happened in the past years, identify the gaps, and these 2024 strategies are to address those gaps that have been observed in the area of early warning, the strategies development, collaboration with other federal government stakeholders, and the need for state government also to leverage on the national stakeholders that are in the state, learn experiences from them, call them in, define synergy, work together for the sake of the good people of Rivers State.
Thank you so much.
The affected LGAs, are they actually ready in terms of facilities at the LGA, IDP camps and other facilities?
That is why we are here, and if you have observed, the local government chairmen are here. They are also to take this message down to the people in their domain. We expect the local government areas, local government councils to conduct this sensitization at that level. And we also expect them to go into the villages, the communities, to engage the community leaders that are not here, and even those that are here, to join forces together and get these messages to be imbibed by all other people in their domains.
Some high-risk areas and medium-risk areas have been identified, so it affords us the opportunity to concentrate on where we are going to work on as an agency and how we can prepare those local communities for the likely impact of the flood. So about 13 communities have been identified, and we are planning to do sensitization programs in those communities for them to be aware and then prepare ahead of the flood. No, this is the actual time we need to prepare. The flood at this period cannot come. We have a slow onset and then we have slow cessation towards the end of the year. So towards the end of the year, there will be a peak period where the flood will impact on these communities. So we have to prepare now, sensitize them, prepare likelihood of stockpiles of food in these areas and get them aware. So that's why we are acting. In fact, an EOC, Emergency Operation Centers, will be set up with the State Emergency Management Agency and other stakeholders, the medical team.
Yeah, one of the things that NEMA has done is to establish the centers of excellence in the 6 geopolitical zones. That's an idea that we must appreciate, and at that level we are developing people, developing capacities, building and strengthening capacity in disaster risk management. But beyond that, we need these things to be taught in primary and secondary schools, and even in the university.
Well, what I want the public to know is that nobody should take any issue for granted. Floods, yes, water from any source, be it rainfall or from any source that can generate a flood, could be dangerous as much as it could be useful for existence. So people should take all precautionary measures to ensure that whatever be the scenario, they are safe.